Hey everyone. First of all, I'd like to say just thank you for visiting my webpage. So basically, this I'm actually doing this video for those of you that don't like to read. I'm gonna basically just go over what the homepage says, just in case you don't want to read it all. But I got this video for you. So we're just gonna talk about some basic things like salaries, requirements, things like that for Border Patrol. I personally have been through the whole Border Patrol hiring process. I am not an agent. I did not take the job. I decided to stay in the Army just to see what else I can do, see what else I can offer. As you can tell, I'm in law enforcement in the Army. Kind of funny. So just some real quick, just some basic requirements that you'll need just to kind of keep you interested. Just so you know, like kind of what you're looking at. If you're prior in law enforcement, you don't really need a degree or anything. You can automatically just apply, and you'll actually be ahead of your peers because you actually start at what they call the GL9 level. And I'll go over that real quick. But if you're not prior in law enforcement, it's best to have some sort of degree. They they just really want to know that you're an educated person and that you can make educated decisions when you're on your own. As far as it having to be a criminal justice degree, not really. They have a lot of different jobs, different degrees they like to see, including IT and stuff like that because of technology. So if you have those kind of degrees, go for it. If you want to do it, go for it. Um, so you can't be over the age of 37 if you're, unless you're a veteran. Um, you can't be a convicted felon. If you're a convicted felon, don't even worry about it. They're gonna check your background. Don't even apply. It ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth your time. Don't even waste it. Um, if you have to have been living within the U.S. for the past 3 years, unless you were military and you were stationed overseas, that's fine. This is only for just normal, like just for civilians. So that's just kind of like some very, very basic requirements. On the web page in front of you, there's the requirement page. That's just if you click on that link or copy and paste that link, it'll take you directly to the requirement page. It's too easy. And you can get more in depth, but it's a quick little guide. The next thing, what most people want to know is about salary. So basically, how they start at GL9. They go by the GL system. GL is law enforcement pay, so it's about 25% more than the GS federal system, if you're familiar with that. So you'll either start as a GL5, 7, or 9. GL5 is for people that are just like, they don't have any law enforcement experience whatsoever, like none at all, and they got accepted. You're going to start as a GL5. If you have some experience, or like if you don't have any experience in law enforcement, but you have like a degree, they can start you as a GL7, GL7, excuse me. And if you're prior law enforcement, military or civilian prior law enforcement, you can start as a GL9. GL5 is pretty low. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty low pay. But the good thing is you get promoted every single year automatically until you hit GL12. It's a great promotion system. Um, it's there's a lot of money as soon as if you can just make it past those first like 3 years, you're gonna be a GL12 in no time. And I mean, then you'll be sitting pretty well. And so they give out really good opportunities. And that's non-supervisory. You're just still basic patrolman. It's a GL 12, and that's upwards towards about 90 grand a year. So they pay very, very well. The hiring process is extremely long. That's the next thing on the page. I'm just going to talk about it real quick. Hiring process is extremely long. For veterans, if you're still active duty, and actually for me, since I'm still active duty, it actually went by really, really fast. I went through it probably, it was 7 months, which is extremely fast. That's just because they're really needing people, and veterans get like a priority. But if from talking to the recruiters and stuff, most civilians, even for the recruiters themselves, it took them about 2 years. Was the most time I've heard. Most typical time I've heard is almost 2 years to the hiring process. You have to first, you start off with your background. You start off with you just go through it's just a process. That's all. You just take it one step at a time. You can get frustrated because you're not hearing anything, but just trust the process. They do this every single day, so just trust it. You just gotta make it through it. The hardest part for me, what I thought was the hardest part, is just the polygraph. Just make sure you tell the truth no matter what. You shouldn't have any problems, but it's a long day. It's a very long day of interviewing, but it's not too bad. Um, so basically, so I've touched base on the salary, the hiring process, some of the basic requirements. Go ahead and click on that link, and from that link, that's their homepage. You can go click on all the other links. I'll take you to everything else they offer, like health benefits packages, all that kind of stuff. Um, it's a pretty good job. It's a good career, and I definitely recommend it. And if you guys have any questions at the top, just go ahead and hit that form page. fill out the form, hit submit, and he'll send it to me, and I can get in contact. And any questions you guys have, hit me up, and I'll try to do the best I can. And if I can't find the answer, I'll try to find a resource to help you. Thanks.